Okay, I'm back to part 5. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you're really enjoying these videos. That'll be cool, and I hope you keep benefiting and learning loads to practice and take home into your life today. That'll change your life exactly the same way as it changed my life. And I know you can do it. Anyone can do it. It's just an on and off process of waking up to awareness of the present moment and my thoughts and visual images and my past remembrances and images and my future imagination images and thoughts. Okay, waking up to these things in the present moment and my own emotional reaction to all this stuff that's happening. Become aware of all this stuff that's happening in the present moment, and becoming aware of the outside, the present moment that's not happening inside of me too, but the present moment around me. You know, all of this present moment. There we are. What can I hear, see, touch, taste, smell, whatever. So there we go. So I have other stuff to say that really changed my life. I've covered a lot of it now. Learning to accept instead of resist, and say yes to what you're experiencing, to what's here now. Learning to say yes is enormous. Learning to become the still, silent watcher through a continuous sort of practice of becoming aware of your emotions that wake you up to like, whoa shit, what am I thinking about? What's happening inside of me? To waking up and becoming aware in this moment of your emotions and your thoughts and visual images. So you become aware of the relation between your thoughts and visual images of the past and future, and your reactive, the way you feel as a response, as a reaction to what you're thinking about and seeing happening in your head, and your own judgments. They're your thoughts. That's bad. This is awful. Those are thoughts and they're judgments, just mental thoughts, judgments. Your own blaming, like, they're awful. Like, how dare they shouldn't have done that. All of this mental talk. So you could become aware of all the mental talk. You even become aware of the fact of the way your mind uses labels and concepts. Recognize that as thoughts as well, because all that is mental noise, and no mental noise is here. Pure stillness, watcher, observer, silent stillness. Oh, that's a nice blue car. That's a beautiful flower. They're thoughts. Now ready? Ah, I just realized I was saying those words. I call that a blue car. Ready? So now I'm aware right now, okay, and I'm going to be aware of what I'm looking at. I'm ready for my mind to start talking again. Oh, it's a beautiful green tree and the leaves are blowing. Okay, so I've just planted a big label and a concept on what I saw. I've planted the label and concept of a tree. Okay, that what I'm seeing is a tree. Now, a baby who's just born into the world, or an alien with no vocabulary, let's say, or a puppy, that doesn't look at a tree and say, oh, there's a tree. Or the label or the concept of, oh, the wind is blowing the green leaves. All this is something that we've been taught. It's conditioning, and it's not the reality of the situation. Far closer to the reality of the situation is what we're just seeing visually, as if you were a puppy or a kitten or just a baby born into the world. Wow, it's magical, it's wonderful. Wow, it's magical, it's wonderful. They're thoughts as well. You become aware of those reaction thoughts, because that's still your mind and your ego still. You just looking at something, you say, whoa, look at that. You look at the shapes, you look at the movement, the blowing, you look, the blowing. You don't have to use these words, you just look. Wow. Now I'm talking now, but you can be looking without talking in your mind. You become aware of any talking in your mind. And you don't resist, you just accept and notice any talking that's happening in your mind. The labels and concepts. Like, there's something unfathomable, hard to describe or express. There's something that's like amazingly alive if I see a tree. You see? I see this thing that I'm talking to you and I'm going to call a tree for the sake of communication purposes. But I see this tree and it's vividly alive in this moment, okay? I could call, oh, look at that oak tree that's blowing in the wind. Now I've attached the label of oak tree, I've attached the label that it's a tree, I've attached the label that it's like blowing in the wind, the concept, the idea. So this is all mental activity and concepts and ideas, and I'll associate it with something. Yeah, trees are strong, they won't blow down in the wind because they're strong and have a long big root structure. And here's all those like thoughts thinking about a tree. So while you're busy thinking about the tree, you've lost experiencing the tree itself. The tree is a unique life form that's alive right now. It's vividly alive, it's bursting with life on the inside and it's totally alive, and wow. Not only is it alive right now as an individual life form, when you say it's a tree, it's as if like you think, our conditioned mind will think that we know it's a tree, like all trees are the same. And we call it an oak tree. It's like, this oak tree is an oak tree. I've seen an oak tree before. I've seen a tree before. There's nothing special about this. Blah, blah, blah. I know what it is. I know in the mind what it is, conceptually and factually. It's 10 years old, etc. It's made from bark and wood and it has roots. When you just drop all of these thoughts like a puppy or a baby, all you're left with is what you see in front of you. This unique tree that's different than the other trees. The other trees might be dead or living somewhere else. And there's different variety of trees. But this tree right now, it's just like a unique person you see in front of you. It's uniquely alive. And it's rather wonderful and wondrous. And that's why you'll see puppies and young children going around and looking at everything and having a fantastic time in life. Because the world isn't dead to them. It's fresh and alive and it's new. Just like this tree that I showed you, it's new. I've never seen that tree before. I've never seen a tree in this moment. Now remember, this moment, I've never seen a tree like that. It's a unique tree. And it's blowing and moving in a unique way right now, according to the way the wind is blowing uniquely at this moment. It's magical. It's unique and it's fresh. And you can go, whoa. And you can just look without saying anything or commenting or bringing about facts and comparisons in your head. Oh yeah, that's a lovely tree. I only planted it last year, but it's already grown really quickly and it's going to be bigger than the other trees I planted 2 years ago. Now when you're saying all of this stuff in your mind or to another person, you've missed the tree. So now just drop that. Look. And you can practice this in your room. You could look at a laptop. You can look at a pencil. You can look at your furniture, your wardrobe. You can look at a door. Wardrobe. You can look at something on the wall. You can look at something on the wall, I was saying, or you can look at a hat. Now see, it's harder to practice this with stuff that have memories and emotional attachments to it, like photographs or people. But you can practice with nature very easily, and you can practice with objects in your room or things easily too. And this is like actually deconditioning your mind and allowing you to see the freshness and beauty and simplicity of this moment. And what you do is you just look at the details. This is what you do, you look at the details, and that's where the magic is. Because the details of what's happening is the vivid expression of what's happening now in this moment. What's happening now in this moment? Whoa! Just now. And when you're doing this, not only are you experiencing a fresh, beautiful thing, a simple thing, you're seeing something maybe for the first time, like how vivid are those, is that colour yellow, mixture of gold and green. Wow, I didn't notice that design on the towel in my bathroom. Wow, it looks actually quite nice. So you're moving your attention to the present moment. And when you're doing this, you're not having your attention in the past and future where the mind is constantly